This is Jordan from Jordan Adami Music, and if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking about buying a guitar body or neck from Warmoth. I'm making this video to tell you about my experience when I built my most recent guitar from Warmoth parts. To begin, a few months ago, I started the build for my dream Strat. I originally had intended on buying all Fender parts. As time went on, I realized that if I were to just buy a pre-finished body and put the guitar together, that it wouldn't be as enjoyable as finishing the body myself. I like working with wood because it's the opposite of what I work with all day as a mechanic. So I decided I would buy an unfinished body and try to finish it myself. I bought a poplar body from Warmoth, and after many failed attempts at more complicated finishes, I ended up just staining it with my favorite color of stain. Then I took it to a body shop near where I work and had them clear coat it. In the end, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I kept on piecing together all the parts that I would need to build the guitar. While all this was going on, I kept researching on what I was going to do for a neck. I've had my heart set on a CBS style 70s headstock for a long time. I've always liked the way that they looked. After searching many hours online, I realized that I was not going to be able to just buy what I wanted from Fender unless I ordered a custom shop neck. The CBS headstock options that I saw were all satin finish, and I wanted gloss, and I couldn't find any that were just a full one-piece maple neck. All the ones that I saw were maple with rosewood fingerboard. So I started looking at options from Warmoth. Warmoth had just completely revamped their website, and I started to spec out a neck for my build. In this process, I learned so much about how all the options and specs affect the guitar's feel and playability. I had finally figured out everything that I wanted, so I ordered the neck, and about 2 months later it arrived, and I was finally able to get my guitar completely done. I researched a ton before I bought my neck from Warmoth. I have to admit that I wasn't sure what the quality would be like. But after learning about the family-owned company's operation, I really wanted to find out for myself. Their history is very interesting. 50 years they've been making parts under different names, and because of a lawsuit with Fender, they are no longer able to even put their own logo anywhere visible on their parts licensed by Fender. I was sort of off-put by the company mascot, the cartoon turtle playing guitar, but I learned that the mascot was actually made by a family member of one of the original founders of the company, and honestly, the turtle kind of grew on me. Now, I want to take a minute to talk about the interface of their website. The Warmoth website is very easy to navigate, and their custom build interface is extremely helpful and shows you all of what you need to know. Also, their YouTube channel has a lot of very helpful and fun videos showing you all the differences in specs and options. The body that I bought was already made, but they can even change things to match what you're looking for. Routing options, tremolo options, etc. They can even install parts if you're not comfortable doing it yourself. I want to take a minute and talk about expectations. I mentioned before that my custom neck took about 2 months to get to me. I know that to some people that may seem like a long time, but I think it's important to manage your expectations. Realize that the neck is arguably the most important part of your guitar. They're building a neck to exactly the specs that you want if you custom order one. In my case, I wanted a vintage tint amber gloss finish, and the website told me that this would take a few weeks longer, and even more time if you're looking for a nitro finish. I appreciate that they were able to even give me a timeline of when I would get the neck, and they actually got it to me a few weeks earlier than expected. I have to admit that it felt weird spending the $500 or so that my neck cost, and then just waiting for the neck to be finished. I'm not a very patient person when it comes to guitar stuff. Typically, I order a part and it's here within a week. But like I said before, it is a big process building a neck to your specifications. Overall, I am very happy with my guitar. It looks and plays even better than I expected. My neck is quarter sawn maple and it's been very stable. The finish option I chose meant that the poly was sprayed over all the frets, That's just the way that it was done on vintage guitars, so it all has to be worn in. My tech did find that there were a couple tall frets, but I expected that from the start. I live in Minnesota and the weather and humidity changes are hard on guitars. I knew that the frets would likely shift a little with the wood contracting and expanding. It was shipped across the country. I put this video together because I just wanted to share my experience. The people at Warmoth are very friendly, helpful, and I'm glad to be able to support a company with such deep roots in the guitar community. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them in the comments section below. And if you'd like to learn more about Warmoth as a company and their history, definitely go check out their YouTube channel. They have a lot of really good videos on there. Thanks for watching.